Welcome to our interview today with Jane Williams about Native American culture. Native Americans have contributed many things to our modern American culture. As we look back, there is a long history of Native Americans. Many times, the only things that people remember about Native Americans are negative, but there have been many positive things that they should be remembered for, such as their fine artwork. Native Americans are known in different parts of the United States for their beautiful turquoise and silver jewelry, beadwork, and wood carvings. Some of these things were around before the arrival of the Europeans to the North American land. Today, we have with us Jane Williams, who is a member of the Seneca tribe located in upstate New York. Jane has been successful in tracing her ancestry and collecting many stories about her family as they settled in the New World. She is here today to share some of these stories with us, as well as educate us to the things that Native Americans have contributed to our American culture today. Welcome, Jane.
Thank you, Jim. Nice to be here to share my knowledge of Native American history with you.
Jane, can you give us a background about when your family first settled here on their land many years ago?
The stories that were told to me were numerous, but the land was always sacred. Hearing about the beauty of our land was something that always stood out to me. The many pictures that I have seen and collected were beautiful. Things today have changed drastically through the years in North America. The arrival of the white man pushed our Indian culture westward to make room for the development of the white cultures. Our people were pushed out of our land and onto reservations. What I would like to share with you today, Jim, is some important things that Native Americans contributed to modern American society today.
Interesting. Jane, you talk about the land and how beautiful it was. What are your feelings about how the land is treated now, today?
I feel that the expansion of the Europeans to North America, the white man didn't appreciate or cherish their land. They did not have a love for their land as my ancestors had. The land is not cared for.
Wow. Can you provide examples of that?
Anywhere there is beautiful land, it was taken up by corporations to build on, like the building of skyscrapers, apartment complexes, and industrial factories. They took away the beauty and the serenity that the land held.
Many things that I have read stated that the Indians were the first settlers before the Europeans came to what is now the United States. My question is, Jane, what things did your ancestors teach the new Europeans that settled here?
Native Americans learned to grow and use many different kinds of foods that we eat today. A large percentage of the present world's food supply is derived from Native American agriculture. Some examples of these are beans, corn, pumpkins, and squash. Many of the products that came from Native American cultures are canoes, kayaks, and even the moccasins on our feet. My ancestors were instrumental in helping the Europeans that settled in the New World to survive by sharing their farming methods with them.
Let me ask you, Jane, do you credit the Native Americans with any other contributions that are valuable to modern U.S. culture?
Yes, indeed, Jim. Native Americans left a permanent mark on the English language. Many cities, towns, rivers, lakes, and states have been derived from the Native American culture. Many Indian words have become part of the English language, such as barbecue, chipmunk, chocolate, and moose. Native American symbols, such as the teepee, the sun, and the totem poles, have had a prominent place in developing modern designs today.
Wow! Seems as though there are many things that have been contributed. What about ecology? Have there been any important aspects of Native American life about ecology?
Sure, Jim. Native Americans have always had a deep respect for their land. There was a love for this. The Native Americans would never have killed anything they could not use. They never would kill anything as a sport. Fishing and hunting were for survival. The Native Americans lived for nature and never abused their natural environment.
Well, we have learned many things from you today, Jane, about Native American culture and how that culture has impacted America today. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. It's been my pleasure.